For those that are just joining, I do not have music on here anymore. I found out that even though the music that I use, which is not which does not have a copyright on it, still blocks me from certain viewers, blocks me from certain platforms. So I do apologize. There's no music, but we will begin in just a few seconds. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything in life is going well. Currently, it's raining, and that is a wonderful blessing. We need the rain here. We are so excited to have the rain that all I've been getting today on social media are pictures and posts, comments, videos of the rain. So it's, again, wonderful to have the rain, see the rain, not so fun driving in it. Lesson I learned on the road today is when people decide to drive in the rain, they make some poor choices. So with that, I just want to thank you guys for joining in. Today, with it being raining, with well, some of us having to stay inside for work, or those of us staying home. For me, I do have to head to work in a few minutes, but for those of us staying home, learning is something that we all can do. Learning something new, applying something new is important. It is crucial for us. So, with that being said, I've learned I need to stop starting my sentences, starting new phrasing, I guess you could say it, with the words so, because it drops all the importance. Learning has been a huge blessing in my life. There has been, from the time I went to Japan to the time that I got back, I've learned so much. I cannot emphasize the saying that Jim Rohn introduced to me. Yes, he is passed. He has passed years ago. This is from a podcast that I was listening to last night, and I think it is rather crucial for all of us to learn and to remember. Be a student. Do not be a follower. How many of us just blindly follow the person in front of us? How many of us follow inspirational people without actually doing something about it? So we could, let me put this into perspective. I follow, I think on my Instagram account, I probably have close to 300 different accounts that I'm following. A good 75% of them are inspirational or motivational speakers. And they are posting frequently. They don't do as many lives, but they post quite frequently. And the one thing I do enjoy is reading through their posts because a lot of it is inspirational. Now, the fact that I'm just reading through it is one thing. If I'm not applying it, then that knowledge is essentially wasted. A good example is a post that I saw last night. It was something along the lines of you can watch Instagram, you can read through Instagram, you can do so many things, but you won't, excuse me, you can read, you can watch, you can post, but as long as you're not applying that knowledge, as long as you're not doing something about it, you're not truly learning. When we read books, let me stop there for a second. Books are amazing to have. It's insights, they give us insights to other lives. Um, and the best part about reading is that we get to learn what they experienced. We get to obtain new knowledge from those people that created those books. So, why is learning so important to us? Well, I'd just like to say, if you don't learn something new every day, then what are you doing? Like, seriously, if you're not moving, hang on. What? All right. Hang on here. So, sorry about that. I had to clear something up. The reason that we read books, the reason books are so important, is because we're able to get a new insight. We get to learn a new technique. For those that do woodworking, like myself, if you look into carving, if you look into various woodworking techniques, most of those are in books. Yes, you can go onto YouTube, you can go onto a few other sites to learn something new. But a good majority of the techniques that you need to know are in those books. So when we open up a book, we open up essentially a new pair of glasses. It helps us learn the techniques, learn the skills, so that when it is time for us to apply them, we can. Now, the reason I wanted to touch on learning was because we are all students. And a few of the videos that I saw last night, I thought it was actually very unique. Out of the 10, 15 videos that I watched, there was only one that changed the terms of follower. And the one that I watched, it was again a podcast about Jim Rohn. So amongst the 10, 9 of them were all asking people to be followers. Jim Rohn's, however, was don't be a follower, be a student. That was his phrasing. Now, a great question, what is my favorite book? My favorite book right now is, I'll give you 5. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Limitless, Your Brain is Always Listening, Compound Effect, and what is it? It's a Napoleon Hill book. I believe the title is what is that? Conquering. I don't recall the name now. I do apologize, but Napoleon Hill made this book. It's a wonderful book if you have a chance to read it, because it gives you the ability to learn what we're facing nowadays. Once this is done, I'll put a link in my social so you guys can see the book. But learning every day is something we need to do. It keeps us alive. For those that aren't learning, those that refuse to learn, I don't know if you're having a hard time in life, but for me personally, if I were to be given the choice of not learning and staying where I'm at, or learning so I can become better, learning so that I can improve myself, improve my income, I can improve different aspects of my life, I am always going to go with that decision. I'm always going to go on the side of learning, because everything we do, we learn something new. Every day we're given countless options. For example, for those that are watching this, I do appreciate it. Amongst everything that's out there, you have at minimum, 100,000 different things you could be watching. So I do appreciate those that are watching this. Amongst those 100,000 different shows, videos, podcasts, you name it, you can always learn something new. You can learn how not to do something or how to do something. And if you actually just do a Google search of how many how-to videos are there, you'll be met with over 1 million. I think it's actually getting close to 1 billion right now, but I digress. The importance is we're always learning. We're always striving for something new. Now, for those that are still on here, I do appreciate your comments. I am reading them. I am glancing at them. I do want to touch on them at some point. But with the limited time that I have, I won't be able to get to all of them. Yeah, that's actually a great example. The song and the music video. I think it's what you're quoting. I think is just the song though. Despacito. I know I'm going to say that wrong. Has 8 billion views. All right. There are a lot of different things you can be viewing. And if you're watching this, I do appreciate it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new. I know I was rambling for a lot of while. I am working on becoming a better teacher. I am becoming a better motivator as well. I just love learning. I love sharing what I learn. And last night, Jim Rohn's podcast that I listened to was something that truly touched me, truly stuck out to me. The fact that he was the first person that I heard say, do not be a follower, be a student. Always learn, always strive to learn, and apply everything you have learned. He gave some amazing examples about himself when he was 25, which is where I'm at, and how his mentor was able to help him get out of the certain circumstances he was in. So again, thank you guys for the comments. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do better and get this around 2 o'clock. I will have a meeting at 1, but we'll see how that goes. So again, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you tomorrow.